work with the Circle of Brotherhood in Miami, we've seen transformation. Men and women who carry the weight of unresolved trauma are now leaders of resilience, fostering connection rather than disconnection. This isn't about compassion, it's about saving lives. Trauma is the silent driver of the very issues we spend billions fighting each year. Investing in healing is the root. It's not only a smarter use of resources, but also a way to create lasting change. The Circle of Brotherhood has proven that this healing is possible and that it sparks hope and resilience across the entire community.
Thank you, Mr. Acosta.
Good morning. My name is Drika Tompkins, address 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. Here for item 383. And I would like to go on record to inform everyone that Circle of Brotherhood has reached out to every city of Miami County, Miami Gardens, and South Dade commissioners and mayors. In the event of that, we received one reply, and that was an individual in Opelika to discuss the U.S. Surgeon General's declaration of gun violence as a health epidemic. As Circle of Brotherhood, as we come here today, I would like to inform everyone that our Executive Director, Brother Lau Muhammad, is doing everything in his power to make sure our underdeserved youth, our foster youth, have enough funding where we are under-resourced. Everything that Brother Lau has done, visiting the White House on his expertise of gun violence prevention, and crime prevention has gone unrecognized, and we are requesting more funding from the provisional funds. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir?
Good morning. I'm Mark Fulton, 95 Northeast 71st Street. I'm a peacemaker with the Circle of Brotherhood. And after the death of my nephew in 2012, Trayvon Martin, I became, an advocate for gun violence. In that time, I came in contact with the Circle of Brotherhood, where they had boots on the ground in these high-risk areas. It gave us the opportunity to help mentor young youth. But our programs are underfunded. We do it by workshops, we do it by trainings, basketball camps, which all are underfunded. I'm asking the board if it's possible we can have peacemakers in every community here in Miami-Dade, from County Line Road to Exit 1 in Florida City. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. If I may request an additional minute to my minute.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that.
Thank you. I'm speaking on item 3A6, 3A7, and 3A8. DeMarco Mott is the name, from West Kendall area in Miami. Good morning, Commissioners. Today I stand before you away from my usual teaching assignment.
Your address, Mr. Mott?
10804 Southwest 142nd Place, Miami, Florida.
Thank you.
Away from my usual teaching assignment, not for pay, but because this matter at hand is urgent and close to my heart. Our minority youths are in grave danger beyond the ongoing housing issues that persist. They're in desperate need of restoration. They need love. Our hurting families, too, are yearning for restoration, to be seen and to be heard and to feel supported. I come to you today to call on each of you to partner with the Circle of Brotherhood and Citrus Family Care Network in supporting initiatives aimed to uplifting families and our community. I stand before you today as a product of love and support, from being a homeless orphan in Miami Gardens to becoming a child and well-being advocate. I know firsthand what love and community can do to transform lives. I also request that each of you engage with me outside of this, because I only have a minute, so that we can come up with other solutions to deal with some of the problems that persist among our youth in foster care. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you for respectfully asking for that. Go ahead, ma'am.
Peace, everyone. My name is Shamika Pierce. My address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I'm here today to speak on discretionary funding, item number 250030. I'm here today as a representation for the Circle of Brotherhood. I have a dual position as a peacemaker and a coordinator for the Sisterhood Wellness Circle. I'm also the award recipient for the Health Foundation of South Florida, Inspiring Women of Health and Peace. I'm here today to be a voice for our foster care girls who we provide a safe space to, who have experienced sex trafficking, sexual abuse, physical assault, gun violence, and many other traumas that our youth is experiencing on an everyday basis. The Circle of Brotherhood has provided so many resources to our foster care youth that to support them during the times that they need it the most. And I'm here today to just attest that more foster care youth across South Miami to Miami Gardens need these services during their most critical times of their lives. So if we could use these fundings to under-resourced programs like the Circle of Brotherhood, it will be very beneficial to the girls. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We are outreach street workers, and we are here for the community. We are pillars for the community. We here to stop gun violence and try to stop kids from getting in trouble and going to jail and stuff like that. But we bringing peace to the community, and we helping these kids see futures of what they didn't have before. And we're under funds of what we need to do for our community. The mindset is to change the community of the people and change the community of ourselves. We are products of the good people that we need to be, and we need people like us in every neighborhood, peacemakers.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ernest Hardy. My address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, speaking on 383-2530 discretionary funds. First off, I would like to say I grew up with 4 brothers, and all 5 of us been shot. 3 of us been to prison. I have 2 brothers that's dead. I've been paralyzed for 16 years. I want to say through the Circle of Brotherhood, I'm able to go inside the jail. I'm waking up every morning getting dressed to go inside the jailhouse. I'm either in the courthouse or I'm either in the community for my family and my community. So I want to say we need more funding so we can have more brothers like myself and my community, my family members to come out and produce and protect all that we trying to do. We need help. Without y'all services, we cannot do more. It's going to be chaos without more funding. We need more help. All I want y'all to know is please elevate us and help us continue to fight and continue to keep our boots on the ground, man. I actually took these 5 shots just for me to come back to do this.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Ma'am?
Good day, everyone. I'm Olivia Eason. Address is 2480 Northwest 48th Street. I'm speaking on item 2500-30. I'm a peacemaker and an adult facilitator at the with the Sisterhood Wellness Circle at the Circle of Brotherhood. On July 9, 2024, an 11-year-old was accidentally shot by her 9-year-old brother in Overtown. In that moment, all I can offer was my prayers, condolences, and a gun lock. This tragedy made me wonder, what if I had the resources to provide our children with safe, positive activities, especially during the summer? Our recreational parks are overcrowded and spots are limited, and too often our children are left with nothing to do. On that day, a mother lost her child and watched as her son and his innocent become a part of a heartbreaking accident. We're constantly scrambling to provide and provide resources for these families, the least and the left out. Please fund this organization, fund this work, so we can have more peacemakers in every community.
I appreciate you. Next.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't have a name. I have an appellation. Parents Anthony Williams L. Bay.
Yeah, address, please.
Also domicile. I don't have an address, sir. Also domicile 2110 Northwest 44th Street.
Thank you.
I'm here for item 383 for the allocation of funds. I do have a question to the panel or to the chambers.
There will not be any answers back to your question, but this is an opportunity for you to put your issues or concerns on the record, please.
My question is also correlated to the reason I'm here, which is gun violence intervention. And I wanted to ask, do you have a gun violence professional or interventionist on this panel? And I just wanted to highlight that as a peacemaker under the Circle of Brotherhood, my executive director, Brother Lal Muhammad, is in fact a gun violence professional and has accolades to prove thus. Therefore, I humbly request that you guys really give some consideration to the community woes. I'm here on behalf of the community.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let me just say this really quickly because it appears that there are quite a few people here to speak in reference to appropriations. The item that you're coming up here on is not a direct attack on one of the commissioners or any of the commissioners. Basically, you're here using this item in order for you to have an opportunity to speak at the podium. And so what you're doing is you're attaching your grievances or your concerns to an item that was sponsored by a particular commissioner. What you're doing is not per se bad-mouthing or calling out a particular commissioner. It's just that you're using this item in order to get your words and your views and your concerns onto the record. I respect that. But what I'm not going to respect and or tolerate is for anyone to use this opportunity to diminish the reputation, credibility of any one of my colleagues for purposes of bringing forth your piece on this record. So let's move forward. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Albert Campbell. My address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I have been tasked with saving our babies, them boys. And when I go to mentor them boys, and I look at them in the back of my mind, I got a loop of those young brothers who fell through the crack that are now young maggots for the graveyard. And so we are here to appropriate funds to help us raise our babies. And also we have implemented the Safe Passage program. Safe Passage so that our children can get from their transportation to the school and to the school back to their transportation. And there are some of our brothers that they have to walk to get to school, and it seems like a landmine. And when they get to school, they can't deactivate themselves because it's a war zone, and you wonder why our children think that they are ops. Man, help us, man, so we can stop losing our people.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Next, please.
Peace and blessings, everyone. My name is David Roper. I am one of the co-founders of an organization called the Green Haven Project. I also work with Save the Kids from Incarceration, and I am a peacemaker with the Circle of Brotherhood. My address is 5120 Northwest 24th Ave, Miami, Florida, and I'm here to speak on the item of 250030. I'm just asking, as a fellow member of this community, a fellow member of this organization, that we all unite and work together for the common good of all of our communities. Because in Miami-Dade, unfortunately, there's a lot happening within our neighborhoods, and we are being completely neglected. I see it every day in the neighborhoods that we occupy and that we patrol, along with Metro Dade Police, and it's not okay. There's a lot happening. Once again, we are being completely neglected, and I ask that this committee do right by the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Desiree Robinson, and my address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, Miami, Florida 33142. And I am a youth success coach at the Circle of Brotherhood, where I get to serve the least, the lost, and the left behind in the foster care system. I get to experience some of the most brilliant students. They have so much things to offer. However, they're looked at as sometimes. I've had one of them tell me that she feels like a property of the state and not as a human being. And we really, really need the sources to help these students and children thrive and not live in survival mode and come out.
Thank you so much. You can go
Thank
ahead.
you. My name is Kimberly Muhammad. I am also a youth success coach with the Circle of Brotherhood. My address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue.
I'm here to speak on the discretionary funds as well. I work with our youth in high schools from Miami Gardens all the way down to in Florida City, children in foster care, the children that are, our children that are really the least recognized in foster care and underserved, those children that are aging out of foster care. So to be able to provide them with more resources, more opportunities, more just let them know that somebody cares about them, that they're loved, that they're considered as a valuable part of our community, and not just being shuffled around and housed. So many times they have somewhere, well, unfortunately several don't have somewhere to stay, but those that are housed, it's like, okay, well, at least they're housed. But it's so much more that's needed than just that. So we just ask that these discretionary funds be given through the Circle of Brotherhood so that we can provide those needed services.
Thank you so much.
Buenos dias, sac passe. Bonjour, bonsoir, wherever you are. My name is Jose Philip Tavernier, address 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, and I too am here to speak on the topic of discretionary funds. I serve as a wellness coach for the Circle of Brotherhood, and the reason why that's important is because last year we had our first health and wealth summer camp. We had hundreds of applications that came in for our summer camp. However, because of being under-resourced, as in the work that we do, we were only able to take our first 11. So even though, thank you, Commissioner McGee, for clearing the purpose of how we're using this opportunity to voice our need in our community, because the Surgeon General has declared gun violence an epidemic and a public health crisis in the United States of America. And there's no one that has the track record, that has the examples like the Circle of Brotherhood in that work. And we're asking you please to consider in your discretionary funding around Dade County to help us to do a little bit more of what we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Dias. Good morning, Madam Mayor. My condolences to you and your family. My name is Darrell Thomas. I am the co-lead health and wellness coordinator of the Circle of Brotherhood. I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 25 years. We're speaking on item 337 concerning discretionary funds. In our communities, in our black and brown communities, currently right now we have the highest rate of acute and chronic diseases, also mental health diseases. We need more resourcing. We are underfunded right now. We're underfunded and undermanned. We have to deal with this crisis. It does take a village to raise our children, but it also takes a village to keep us together. Not in some municipalities, in all of our municipalities. I'm currently right now mentoring a young man that many of you all know that is a victim of violence. Pastor A.D. Lenoir Sr. He did a lot in his community. Right now his son is continually dealing with his passing. And I'm mentoring that young man right now. So we need more funding and resources for the Circle of Brotherhood to continue to do our work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
My condolences, Madam Mayor, to your loss. We all grieve for you. My name is Loren Daniel, 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I am a member and an employee of the Circle of Brotherhood. I serve as a job developer working with the business community to get our returning citizens access to employment. We all have to realize that folks who have been incarcerated are coming back to serve and live in our communities. We need as much resources as we can to make sure that people are not going back into this system. We currently go into areas from Florida City all the way to Pahokee, visiting institutions, showing people that there's hope for when they come home. In addition, working with the business community to get them to understand that it's in their best benefit to employ people who are coming home and give them a second chance. So we're asking, with your discretionary funds, that you consider the Circle of Brotherhood and its mission. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your testimony. Please state your name and your address.
Zamora Jones,
5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. My name is Zamora Jones, and I'm here as a ninth grader here in Miami Dade. I'm here today as a proud member of Circle of Brotherhood, an organization that plays a vital role in our community, especially for youth like me. The Circle of Brotherhood is dedicated to uplifting young people and empowering them to become leaders through mentorship and support. We work to break down barriers and create opportunities for personal and educational growth. We engage in workshops that encourage life skills, leadership development, and community service, helping us to navigate challenges and build resilience.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. I want to start off by saying thank you for giving us the time and opportunity to continue to listen to the cries of the community. I want to ask one question. What does it mean for Miami to be the most innovative city holistically? I've had the opportunity to work in the public health research space as well as the blockchain governmental consulting space. I am passionate about both public health and AI innovations. I've had the privilege to work alongside the Circle of Brotherhood as the co-lead for the wellness department. Alongside with my team, we've been able to bring innovation to the city to give the opportunity for at-risk communities to learn about technological innovations, more specifically to our students about AI technology and prompting, financial literacy, as well as gut health, public health, mental health. I just urge you guys to take a deeper look at health and tech innovations.
Thank you, Ms. Gardner. Ms. Kane?
Good morning. My name is Taquel Kane. Address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I am the only reentry coach for the Circle of Brotherhood, serving the female incarcerated population from Homestead Prison to Hollywood Work Release, having serviced over 500 women to bring about transformation. Providing additional funding will allow Circle of Brotherhood to expand our services for outreach and provide necessary services which are needed for rehabilitation. Women are in need of reentry coaches as myself with lived experience, and being under-resourced prevents many from true rehabilitation, recidivism, and ongoing services. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kane. Ms. Quintana?
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Janet Quintana. Address is 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, Miami, Florida 33142. I'm speaking on the discretionary funding and the current housing needs that we service. I am employed by the Circle of Brotherhood as the only public housing advocate serving those that need it the most. While working with the Circle of Brotherhood, I have single-handedly serviced over 100 families. Approximately 70% of intakes begin with clients that are homeless. They're in need of shelter. They're in need of hot plates of food, groceries, a place to shower, clothes, mental health, substance abuse services, adult and youth mentorships, assistance with overall health and wellness, along with many other services that we have and continue to struggle to being able to provide due to lack of funding and being under-resourced. Our community is facing an unprecedented housing crisis, as you all know. The economic downturn, gentrification, displacements of public housing residents, and the ongoing pandemic has left many of our residents on the brink of homelessness. Families are struggling to keep a roof over their heads, and the lack of
Thank you,
affordable
Ms.
housing
Quintana. Thank you so much
exacerbates
for
the
your
dire situation.
testimony.
Thank you for your time.
Ms. Fulton, you are recognized.
Sabrina Fulton, 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, Circle of Brotherhood. I just want to say that a tragedy that I have experienced, I just challenge you all to look deep in your heart, in your district, to do more for the community. I know you probably thinking that you're doing a lot, but it's a lot that's needed, so it's a lot that's required. So I just want to challenge you on that issue. I wear this purple flower in solidarity with other parents, with other mothers who have lost a child through senseless gun violence. And I just want you to make sure that you're using your discretionary funds and think about your kids, think about your family members, because it's important. Our children matter, and I just want to make that point to you all. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, Ms. Fulton. Mr. Biggins, you are recognized.
Good morning. My name is Keith Biggins, address 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I'm a member of Circle of Brotherhood, and I'm also employed by them. I'm a reentry coach, and my job is to take care of youths. I go to court for them daily. I'm in the jails with them. I'm at their homes, from Homestead to Broward County. And my goal daily is I receive a lot of calls from parents, women, crying out about their kids. I want to lighten the load and take the pressure off. We're underfunded. We need resources. We need more of me and more of my team. Commissioner Gilbert can bear witness for years when he was the mayor. If I had a problem, he told me to go through the protocol. He'll give me a meeting to come see him to try to better our community. Joining the Circle of Brotherhood, we everywhere. And the worst thing that I want help, God forbid, is someone on the panel, child, grandchild, niece, or nephew need our services, and we can't provide it. All we need is the funds so we can keep this going, because we saving lives daily. We transforming lives. We changing their mind and changing the way we think. And I just hope and pray that y'all give us consideration to give us the funding we need to keep this work going. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Biggins, for your testimony.
Good morning. My name is Evan Perry, the address of 5120 Northwest 24th Ave. I'm the Circle of Brotherhood. I'm standing to talk about the great work and the Circle of Brotherhood is doing in the community and how they help lives of the youth and families in our community. I'm asking that you provide them more funding to do the great work that they are doing so that more lives are transformed. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Perry. You are recognized.
Yes, Lamont Nanton, 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I'm here to speak on the item of the discretionary funds. And I'd just like to say that the work that the Circle of Brotherhood has been putting in for years is no secret. And it's not a secret, and I'm not talking about a secret to Miami, it's not a secret to the world. Under the leadership of Brother Lal Mohammed, we have been recognized by the White House on several occasions for the work that we are doing in your county. This is going to be a historic story that is going to be told for generations of the lives that are being changed through the Circle of Brotherhood. But when that story is told, will our county be mentioned in that story for supporting some of the greatest work that has been done with underprivileged youth, the ones that are not able, that they say cannot be reached? It's good to help the A and B students, but what are you doing for those who are dropping out? What are you doing for those who are going to prison and running from bullets every day? You need people like the Circle of Brotherhood. You need organizations like ours to reach that population if you truly care.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony.
Support us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Please state your name and your address. You'll have 1 minute.
Kalia Kelly, 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. I'm speaking as a 15-year-old ninth grader who has lost family members due to gun violence. And working with the Circle of Brotherhood, I've witnessed them change lives. All I ask is that you provide them with more funding and resources so they can continue to make the community great. Thank you.
Sir.
Good morning, Commission.
Good morning.
My name is Thomas James. I live at 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. And I'm speaking on the discretionary funding. I served 32 years in prison for a crime that I did not commit. In 2022, April 27th to be exact, I was exonerated. Since that time, I've been with the Circle of Brotherhood. I'm also an employee of the Circle of Brotherhood. I serve as the justice advocate. I work with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of men and young kids, young boys that need this service. As the justice advocate, I don't only advocate for people who've been served or dealing with an injustice. I also represent the Circle of Brotherhood, and I say to you that it would be a travesty and an injustice if we continue to go unfunded.
Thank you, Mr. James. Let me just say this really quickly. Yes, Mr. James brought up, in fact, that he was exonerated for a crime he didn't commit. And in full fairness and openness, Madam Attorney, I was one of the attorneys who helped get Mr. James exonerated. So I just want to put that on the record so to make sure there's no conflict. But thank you so much, Mr. James.
Thank you, sir. You may go.
Good morning to everyone.
My name is Brandon Jones, address 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue. And before I start, definitely want to give my heartfelt sentiment to our mayor, and know that you have our love and our support and our prayers. Thank you. So I do want to remind everyone that funds are like seeds. They can be used to grow something great if they're planted in good soil. Again, my name is Brandon Jones, and I proudly serve as the lead youth success coach for the Circle of Brotherhood. And today I stand before you to discuss a very important matter. I'm here to advocate for not only the Circle of Brotherhood, but the Youth Success Coach Department, which does vital work in the Miami-Dade County community. In our county, we face an undesirable challenge. The youth who require direct care and services for the most often hardest to reach. We focus on efforts on young individuals in foster care, those involved with the Department of Juvenile Justice, and students at Title I schools. And we're just asking that you all will continue to help us to serve the community by making sure that funds that are discretionary can be used for the purpose that they're given to continue to serve the great movement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.